Yeah, they can, because Lindsey Graham is lying here, folks. I don't know on what planet he lives on where lowering the cost of prescription drugs is a hardship for middle America, hardworking Americans, people who need health care coverage and access. I don't know what planet he's living on when he thinks that his party, which helped lower taxes for billionaires while we're trying to provide meaningful relief for everyday Americans, is somehow out of balance, something that they should oppose. I mean, we've seen in the last couple of weeks here, the Republican Party oppose veterans, stand with China, oppose lowering prescription drugs. I don't think that's going to be a winning message for them in November.
Sometimes 2 + 2 does equal 4, folks. Adrian, how much of a boost could it give Democrats' midterm chances if this bill becomes law?
Oh, it would be a substantial boost, but it also, we cannot dispel the fact that President Biden is now, when this passes, will have passed 4 major economic bills, 2 of those bipartisan. Most presidents would die to be in this position, would love to be where he is going into the midterms in terms of legislative accomplishments. Now you got to go out there and sell it. And every single member of Congress who supports this bill needs to go home to when they're back in their districts in August and talk about the merits of this bill. To Kurt's point, talk about lowering prescription drug costs, talk about historic investments in addressing climate change. This bill will go down in history as one of the biggest achievements that Democrats have done, especially in this modern day century. So you got to go home and sell it. I think that's going to get Biden's numbers up. I think it's going to give us the extra boost we need to carry us across the finish line in some of these key Senate races. And I think, frankly, it's going to mitigate some of the losses that we might have in the House.
Kurt, how about the opposite question to you? If this bill does not make it past the finish line, how much could this hurt the party's chances at the midterm, the Democratic Party?
Well, I think that one of the key things that we have right now, for the first time in a long time, is actual legislative momentum. We've gotten a lot done in recent weeks on bipartisan basis, from the gun bill to the CHIPS bill. We have done things to meaningfully address inflation. We've seen gas prices get lowered almost every day for a better part of almost 2 months now. So I think that even if this somehow falls apart, there's still a lot that we get to campaign on and sell to the American people. Again, you have to contrast what we're doing now. Right now, Republicans have been at a conference where they're hailing up and giving a full, standing applause to a guy who wants to say that mixed races shouldn't happen. They're advancing and doubling down on this really extreme agenda where they've taken away rights from women, where they think contraception should be accessible to women, where they think they should be able to tell women what they can do with their bodies, whether or not they should be able to even leave the state if they're pregnant. They've moved so far outside of the mainstream of America, it is going to cost them big time. And at this point, they're going to talk themselves out of even being in the election the way that they're going.